Good morning. Welcome to Cat's Cottage. I'm having a nice cup of coffee this morning. It's just good to be here and talk to all y'all and say hello. It's a little chilly this morning. It's supposed to warm up, and I'm kind of looking forward to that today. Uh, but I found yesterday, I've got quite a few of these little things that I've picked up at the thrift shop, and he's got a sled. Looks like you can tell he's got a sled, and he's kind of all gray, isn't he? He was to be all gray, but anyway, he didn't have a mouth. As you can see, he didn't have a mouth, and so I put one on him yesterday. And all I did was take a needle and some. I had this is the only color embroidery thread I could find. Uh, I just put a needle through and looped 2 loops around that needle and pushed it back in. And I did it all the way around to here. I forget what that stitch is called. Uh, Something knot. You make it's just knots all the way. So you can see why I would take the thread and wrap it twice around the needle and push it back in. When you pull the thread down tight, it leaves a knot. I recall making the pillow design one time with that. I want to say it's a slip knot, but it's not. It's something knot. I don't know. But anyway, I fixed him up yesterday with a smile. Somebody must have pulled the string, pulled it on out. It probably had some black stitching, just up and down stitching that went across. And someone asked me about that quilt, what the stitches were. You didn't get to see them, but I made two. I took that film and made two, a regular video and a short, so you possibly could get in there and see the stitch. But it's just a plain old repair stitch, in and out loop, lapping over and over and over. You know, what it originally had in there was stitches going up and down, but I didn't see that seam that was going to come together very pretty because it had come apart in the wash. So I just did the loop stitch, tied all the way down to pull that together. And lots of times those quilts come open like that from people pulling the cover up on them, pulling it across the bed, and it have to be real careful handling those quilts. They will open like that. Now I got a piece of antique quilting. It's just a piece, and I had picked that up along with this dress shield. If you recall seeing those shields where it was just a V like, and they put it on and they hooked it down, and then they would put their skirt on and then the sleeves on, and they would just keep going until they finally were covered. But I don't know how old that was. Just super old. But a lady talked me out of that, and I sold it to her, and then I kept the quilt part, and I got it out the other day and just barely touched it, and it just kind of broken open. So I think I'm gonna get a picture frame with glass and see if I can handle it enough to get it up under there. And when I show it to you, you'll say, "Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. That's you know worth saving." So, but that's what I'm gonna do with that, and I'll get that out and get busy with that. I just got to find the right size frame. I'm gonna put him a little further over here because I don't want him to try to slap me in the back of the head or something. But anyway, I just want to say hello to everybody and get going today. Get to moving. Oh, let me walk over here and show you my Christmas tree. I know y'all got Christmas trees, but I just gonna show you mine right quick. Again, I guess I'm so proud of those lights. Didn't think it was gonna come out like that. I'll just turn around with the camera like this. There it is. Now I can make it do all kinds of things with this little control. And that is, to me, that looks like snowflakes falling down on the tree. But yeah, I'm proud of that. I'm thankful for those lights. Thank you very much. And yeah, I like that. And anyway, there I said anyway, uh, I'll find something to do or place to go. Or my husband's son has gone back into the hospital again. He's got some of that, what do you call it? I had that one time, something glass. You get in the lungs. It's not glass. That's just what they call it, because it looks like, when you look at X-ray, it's a real small little piece. It looks like small pieces of glass in your lungs. Is what it looks like. But you know, I cured myself. I told myself I have 1 month and he's gonna go back and look at me again, and that's not gonna be there. And I did. I really did. I worked hard getting that stuff out of my lungs, um, and did a lot of praying. Uh, and when I went back, he said, let me show you your X-ray. And I'm like, oh boy, what's he gonna say now? He said, look at this. It's not here. How'd you do that? How'd that happen? And I said, you know what? I'm working hard to get that out. Hard. I said, I gargled salt water and brought that stuff up all day long to get that out. I did not want, anytime I even felt a slight of something, I went and gargled and tried to bring that stuff out. And I did a lot of praying. And sure enough, he said, well, whatever you did, it worked. But I was proud of that. But anyway, my husband's son seems to have that now. And since he's autistic, he doesn't understand enough to bring that up. So that's pretty serious, for him. They're sucking it out, But it's pretty serious when you're autistic and you can't, you know, tell anybody or do anything like that. He couldn't even begin to cough and bring that up. So, but anyway, my husband's been dealing with that, back and forth. And so, but anyhow, I guess I'll let y'all go, and I'll uh, drink the rest of my coffee, and I hope y'all's coffee is good too. And I can't think of anything else I'm supposed to say or should say. Oh, I did go out there and check my flower. Didn't see anything, but then the next night I checked it again. And it seemed like there may be something there, but I can't just put my finger on it. So it looked like a cat or a raccoon print. I couldn't quite tell. So I added more flour, and I hadn't got my bag of sand yet to put there. That's the best way to tell. But anyhow, I'll check that this morning and see, you know. Now, if it's a cat, it's okay. They're drawn to people, if they're outside, they're drawn to people. But now raccoon is different. You got to put that trap out and get that raccoon, because he will eat your house down. I've had people tell me that they've had big holes ate out of their roof right on the top. They never knew it till everything started leaking. And but yeah, and I've had them eat my concrete on this balcony here. I mean, there was a little crack, and that raccoon just started digging at that crack and started eating. I watched it through the window eat that concrete. So they cause a lot of damage. And if you got anything like I do, I got a ton of stuff out there sitting around. You know, flowers, plastic flowers, and pots, cushions. Boy, they'll go to town on that. But yeah, if it's a raccoon, I'm gonna have to set the trap up and let him go find him another home, a natural home like you're supposed to have, not mine. So, but other than that, everything seems good. Uh, I might tonight. I might walk around and see if any neighbors have any lights on and show y'all. I don't know. I think the neighbor across the street has uh, tried to outdo himself over there. Uh, but anyway, me and him used to be in a kind of a competition. So I've let him have it, you know. I let him have the big show. And but anyway, God bless all y'all, and y'all don't worry about things. Don't worry about anything. Because if you look back on all the things you worried about, and you know, they passed. They got better. Things changed. Things have to change. They always do. And I can't think of anything else. But y'all have a good day. And I'll talk again to y'all later. Or y'all see me making some horrific video. Oh, speaking of horrific videos, I made a video about my husband stirring the fire. And I guess the artist didn't like it that I put his music to my husband playing in a fire, tending to a fire, you know, poking the logs and all that. Anyway, he pulled it, and so they pull the whole film, pull everything, and it's not seen. So, but I thought that was interesting, you know. If you put it out there for people to use as back music, uh, you should stand by that obligation. It shouldn't be taken away. You agreed to it. You put it there, and that's just like my videos right here. I got it to where people can transfer it, send it, or have or record it. I mean, I think I might have got mad that time that the person took my sounds and made them like they were something else when my floor was cracking all up. But I got over it. I realized that whatever. But mine was just they just didn't like it that it was put to. They're really sensitive about it, you know. But that's okay. That's okay. I got plenty of videos of making a fire outside, so it's okay. But anyway, here's to everybody, and y'all have a beautiful day. Bye bye.